there, my name is Steve Beck, and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So I have to tell you, this video had more work gone into it than I think anything I've ever done before. Why? Because my mic sort of crapped out. I'm going to tell you the story about that any second now. This video is going to be asking the question: why do fans of this current era of Doctor Who, the Chibnall-Whittaker era, why is it so important for them that it is successful? I mean, it's really. No, I understand why we would want it to be successful. Well, if you like it, you would want it to be successful. But they have like this real compulsive need for it to be successful, which we're going to be talking about in quite some detail. But before we get there, can I ask you, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? Can you hit the subscribe button? The subscribe button is the one I'm actually, truth be told, most interested in. Now, if you subscribe, you can enter my regular competition. I was going to say weekly competitions, but the last one ran for 2 weeks. This one is going to run for 3 weeks. Why is it going to run for 3 weeks? Because it's a freaking awesome prize. It is the Indiana Jones Adventure, the Adventures of Indiana Jones box set. Now, this came out before Kingdom and Christmas Skull, so it is not what was it? Included, that's the word we're looking. Not included within the set. Everything else is, and it's a freaking awesome set. Recommended very high. Well, of course I recommend it. I bought it. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel, and in the comments leave the hashtag Dr. Jones. You know something's happening, but you don't know what it is, do you? Dr. Jones. Yeah, Dr. Jones. And we're going to be doing the prize draw not next Sunday, not Sunday after, but the Sunday after that, because it's a really great prize. And you know what? I figured I'll schlep it out a bit. You know what else got schlepped out a bit? Making this video. So I recorded it this morning I'm not even kidding, like 7 hours ago, right? 7 hours ago. And I tell you, freaking awesome video. if I was gonna give it a review, I would say it's freaking awesome. It was an awesome video. Then I had to run around, do other stuff, and I put it in to edit it, and the sound was like not good, right? So then I remembered I cleaned the screen of my computer. I have an iMac. I cleaned the screen, and the microphone is secreted. I use the internal microphone. It's secreted somewhere inside it. So I was like trying to work out what the mic was. Couldn't do it for love nor money. So I was like, oh god, fine. So I went to my local computer store to get a microphone. They had this one like karaoke. So I bought it. It was cheap. It was like what, $10-20. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. Came out, went to set it all up. And it didn't work because it needed a mic input. I got an iMac. I need to be USB. Fine. So then I went out again. I went to, no, I'm not even exaggerating, 5 different computer stores. I went to Apple. I went to Bug, the local Israeli one. I went to Office Depot. I went to Kravitz's. And then on the last stop, I went to Ivory Computer. Because there's no... All the other stores are like, what? A microphone in Israel in 2020? Yeah, you can't even get printers. There's like been nothing shipped to this country for months on end. So like, no one had one for love and money. Then on the way home, I realized I had 2 revelations when I came home. So wait a minute. I got these. I got my AirPods. I could have used that. As I'm like, and then I went, wait a minute. I bet I could use my phone. I have an iPhone. I bet I could use my phone because all Mac stuff's supposed to work together as a mic. And lo and behold, I could have done all those. But I could have done those and saved myself. I'm not joking. Like 4 or 5 hours of running around trying to get this thing fixed. And I had such great plans today. Anyway, who cares? So the question is, why is it this is insane compulsive need for Doctor Who, the current era of Doctor Who, to be successful in the eyes of the fans of the era? Now I want to tell you, if you're a fan of the era, God bless you. I have yet to meet a fan of the era that actually likes it for itself. A fan of the era that likes the show for itself, and not for the stunning and brave genitalia of its star, or indeed the not so subtle agenda that they cram into every pore, which they then say, all the fans say, no, there's no agenda, but when you get talking to them, that's really what they like. And listen, if you like this era and you just like it for God bless you, I'm really happy for you. I'm really genuinely happy. I just haven't met anybody like you, and I'm starting to not believe you exist. Yeah, that's where I am now. I'm really starting to believe you guys don't exist, which is a bit sad. So anyway, the reason I started thinking about this is because I come from a very strange place, a very distant foreign place. It's called the 80s. I come from the 80s, and I was a massive Doctor Who fan in the 80s. You know what wasn't popular in the 80s? You know what was like, kryptonite to Superman. If you told a girl you like Doctor Who, that was like, ah! It was like sunlight to a vampire. That was Doctor Who. Doctor Who was not very popular. It was not very. Oh God, I still remember when was it Terror of the Zygons came out on VHS. But I was like so excited, and my girlfriend was like, well, "What's up?" But yeah, what? She looked. I mean, like, thank God she got over it. She's like, "Yeah, boys do weird things." Anyway, so yeah, look, Doctor Who wasn't popular in the 80s, and we didn't care. Nobody cared. We was like, we still liked it, and especially, when it got really unpopular was like Colin Baker, Trial of the Time Lord season, and Sylvester McCoy's first one. It was. I remember I went to was it the Panopticon, the big Doctor Who Appreciation Society convention in London, the year that Time and the Rani came out. Now we were really excited when Time and the Rani came out because they had like not one but two really cool special effects in it. We're like, whoa! But season 20 was it 23? Season 23, not really. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. If somebody walked in the room while you're watching Delta and the Bannermen, it's embarrassing, that like God bless them doing the model photography of the tour bus and the TARD, but if anybody saw that that's not a fan, you're like, even Martin Clunes in was it not Kind Snake Dance? It's just unrelentingly embarrassing. That's what it was like being a Doctor Who fan in the 80s. Towards Sylvester McCoy's last two seasons, it kind of got some street cred. I was like 17, 18 when like Remembrance of the Daleks. I was like 16 when Remembrance of the Daleks came out. I was like 17 when Battle, and it was kind of cool. Greatest Show in the Galaxy kind of got cool amongst like the artsy or the studenty, druggy, people smoking lots of weed, type of world, which is the world I did quite happily frequent. So it had a bit of a resurgence there before it was lost for not forever until 2005. But again, it seems really, really unbelievably important to the fans of the current era that this era is successful. And listen, I hate to say this, and look, the metrics are that it's just not. It is just not successful. I'm sorry. The ratings are the ratings. The ratings were, the ratings were good for the first episode when people were tuned in. But, something that the 2005 series had to really work hard to do when it came back was dispel the notion that Doctor Who was like just this cheaply made with wobbly sets. So having great production value. That's actually, I think, why Christopher Eccleston's season went down so well, because it was so British, so incredibly British. It was really, really British, but it had like really decent production values. Although I rewatched them this year and I was like, ugh, doesn't quite look as good as I remember. But it had real contemporary, high quality production values for the era, and I think that, and the era was kind of just blown away by it. They were, to a certain extent with the Paul McGann movie as well, but that was still American. This was made in England, and so that was something they had to work hard to, a notion they had to work hard to dispel. What I think happened over the 3 years that Jodie Whittaker's been in the role, the 2 seasons, is that Doctor Who was perceived to be this like delightful, fun, entertaining program. And I think they've just, seems to be what the ratings say to me. They just like convinced, slowly but surely, convinced the viewing public that no, it's not. It's not. It's kind of like this dour, preachy, not fun thing at all. It's like Greta Thunberg in space. If you like Greta Thunberg, you're gonna love this Doctor Who. But you're not gonna like this Doctor again. If you like this Doctor Who for this Doctor Who, but that's great. And there are elements to it that are good. I'm not gonna deny the I keep looking for things that are good. Again, I genuinely hate this era, but I honestly look for stuff that's good. The Cybermen design, I thought that was very good. I liked. I didn't quite so much like Sacha Baron's master, because I thought it was kind of weird, like just bumping him. But I did like his enthusiasm and his love of the role, and I do think, given like a really good script, that he could do really well with it. I think he would run with it. Production values all excellent. In fact, in a lot of ways, I think season 11, 12 are the inverse of seasons. Was it 23 and 24? From the classic run, where the scripts are normally quite good. The Trial of Time Lord, I cut a few ropey ones. The scripts are normally pretty good. And you know, Colin Baker is just like, you know, his screen presence on, even in the worst, like Terror of the Vervoids, which on the recent Blu-ray of Trial of Time Lord, they did a version of it, like an updated version with cutting out the trial segments. Wasn't very good, but yeah, still his performance towered over it, and I think the seasons 11 and 12 of the revived era, the modern era, are the inverse of that, where the production values are fantastic and the scripts and performances are, again, in my subjective judgment, not very good. If you like it, I keep saying, if you like it, that's great. But the fans of this era, it is so important. It's so unbelievably important that it's successful. Because, and you know, this is my theorizing, it's because that it being good or bad isn't really the issue. And again, fans of this era, I want to point out to you, it's getting another season. And if they can make it, they'll make another season. 100%. You know, you're getting more. It doesn't matter that it's not successful. It doesn't matter that it's not popular, right? It doesn't matter at all that it is not popular. You know, so you're getting that, you know, another season, and it shouldn't matter to you that it's not popular either if you're a fan of it, because again, it didn't matter to us in the 80s that Doctor Who wasn't popular. We still loved it. We still loved Doctor Who, but I think the reason it's so important to you is because it's not Doctor Who you love. I think it's the stunning and brave agenda that you immediately say doesn't exist. Is the reason you love it. So the reason that's so important, that's so unbelievably important, is because you saw Doctor Who, and I think you saw Star Wars, and I think you see Star Trek as exercises in social engineering. You know, there are these, I think what they call white male patriarchal values that are in Doctor Who, or that were in, like, you know, the 1963 to 2017. I mean, less so in the Capaldi era, but yeah, there are these white patriarchal values, and they wanted to see those values, see a generation re-educated in non-white patriarchal values. You know, like that's why you had a female lead, and you know, again, there was this great focus on diversity, and I think the focus on diversity is over story. You know, and the real tragedy is, before they were focusing on diversity, it was really diverse. It was really diverse, and you know, just I think now it's far less diverse, because I haven't seen a strong, believable female character since Jodie took on the role, since Chris Chibnall took over. I haven't seen a black person who I believe in, who I think is like a three-dimensional character. Whereas I did, like Mickey, and you did, Mickey, Martha, whoever. But again, that was back when skin color didn't matter, which is what it shouldn't matter today. That's how we were brought up in the 80s. If you made skin color an issue, you were a weird, bad person, For any reason, you made skin color, you're a weird, bad person. So that's why I think it's so incredibly important for them that it's successful. And that's why I think they're in full flat out denial that it's not popular. And it's not popular. The metrics are, it's not popular. It started very high and now it's very low. It's the lowest ever. And the trajectory is it's going down. I don't think even if they had the pre-pandemic plan of starting filming in September and dropping, I guess it would have been late 2021. And again, you're getting a season. If you're a fan, it's already been paid for. HBO, China have already paid for it. It doesn't matter that it's not successful. It doesn't matter that it's not popular. You're getting it. Okay, so relax. But for them, they're in complete denial. They're in complete denial because it means that the opportunity to re-educate a new generation in non-white patriarchal, which is complete nonsense. But yeah, this is in their mind. This non-white patriarchal, this cis-dominated. Cis. I found out what cis meant. Do you know what cis means? It's like, I can't believe it. It's like a prerogative. It's like a derogatory thing. Cis means you're comfortable in your skin. Honestly, I mean, listen, no one's really comfortable in the skin. Everybody wants to look, somewhat different, I think, unless you're Brad Pitt, but most people have a red, comfortable in your skins, that's 99% of humanity. And that's a bad thing now. So, okay, fine, whatever. But so that's why I think they're like really having this complete existential meltdown. I mean, it's bad enough that elections have gone away that they really haven't had it. And that's the other reason that people support this era. People love this era because there's this weird, and I don't understand it, but there's this weird axis that if you don't like this era of Doctor Who, then you support the people who won the recent selections in America or England or most of the Western world. Yeah, people, who they really don't like. They really don't like those people at all. And so if you support that, you support. If you don't support this Doctor Who, you support these you're one of the deplorables. You're one of the terrible, deplorable people, which which I don't think they want to be. So that's another thing. So listen, and again, I said at the beginning, I don't think I've met somebody who likes this era, who just likes it, who's just saying and goes, I just like it, which is fine. And again, if that's who you are, I don't think I've ever come into contact with somebody like that. And I'm really starting to believe that they don't exist. So listen, if you're a fan of this era, I'm going to give you some unsolicited advice, which is good advice. And really, I do hope you take it. Firstly, don't let your enjoyment of anything be dependent on its popularity or success. Really, don't let. And I get it that Doctor Who used to be very successful. A few years ago, it was very, very successful. Now it's not. Okay, I understand. So it's disappointing. It is disappointing. But don't let your enjoyment of something honestly, don't let your internal state be controlled by external forces. That's just generally good advice. But don't let your enjoyment of something be dependent on it being successful. You should be able to enjoy something just because you enjoy it. Secondly, if you're talking to other fans like me who really don't like it, try and be fair and honest, because that's really the thing I've seen over and over and over and over again. They will say this incredibly insulting thing to somebody on Twitter, and Twitter's a terrible place. I think there's these incredible, you go, oh god, I hate this Doctor Who, or somebody will say that, and they'll be like, it's because you don't like women, you don't like ladies. They go crazy, and or they'll say, they'll call you an ist and a phobe, whatever. Don't do that. Just be fair and be honest. That for example, if you're going to. I would say the poster child for this era is a guy called Ben Cook, who used to write for Doctor Who magazine. I bought his book, The Writer's Stuff. Fantastic book. I recommend it highly. I really do. It's fantastic. But I can't really recommend anything from him anymore after interacting with him. So we're having this back and forth. It's just every bad behavior you could possibly imagine. At one point he says, I'm not going to watch your videos, and then he goes and watches one and downloads it and edits it into a supercut of me. He thinks it's me raging, but it's actually me laughing hysterically and taking the piss out of people just like him. But they're so self-absorbed with their own self-importance, they don't realize somebody's laughing at them, right? But he then says, and you're going to be 49 next year. I'm like, yeah. So in my response to him, which I had to use another account, which I just happened to find on my phone, because he blocked them. This is what they do. They say rude things to you, and they block you so you can't reply, which is, I'd say a bit of a blessing. But I felt that was it was kind of nasty, kind of shaming me for being 49 and loving Doctor Who. Yeah, I love Doctor Who all my life, Yeah, I don't really make any bones about it. I don't see any shame in that at all. But and I say, I am 49. I've got 4. I'm very, very blessed. Yeah, my wife's wonderful. Been married for since 96, so it's coming on 25 years. I got 4 really just wonderful children who have grown into, I have to say, really wonderful adults. And I got a home. We're pretty paying off a mortgage. Yeah, we got a level of comfort, and which can go any second, by the way. Just never rely on it. But you have a level of comfort and success. My life is pretty darn good. But I try and explain it Ben, that's what you're supposed to do with your life. If you just spend your life shouting at people on Twitter, then you're going to end up like you. Because he's nearly pushing 40. I thought he was 19. He's pushing 40. And he's are you trying to shame me? And it's see, this is the point I was making. They will not be fair. They will do a thing to you, and then when you do something that they perceive the same back to them, then that's intolerable. See, that's the thing about being honest and fair. If you attack somebody and somebody responds, don't take that response as an attack. Take that response as a response. honest and fair. Have a level playing field. Let's say if you say the ratings mattered, which they all said when everybody watched, the woman who fell to earth, and then the ratings again started to go on a nosedive straight away. Which is okay at first it's normal, but where we are now, no, it's not. They said ratings matter. Now, season 12 happened and the ratings were terrible and they got the worst ever. They're like, ratings don't really matter. No, be honest. Have a level playing field. Yeah, and you have so much more credibility. I'm going to say you're probably going to have a little bit more happiness in your life as well. So there you go. So why is it that fans of the current era can't stand that it's not successful? Just cannot stand that it's not, and are having these ongoing breakdowns about it, and they'll grasp at any straws. They'll grasp at any straws to say it's successful. Jodie Whittaker was on Blue Peter, this magazine show for kids that's been running since before Doctor Who, I think. And there's this little boy met her virtually, and he was obviously eyes wide, all agog. And they're like, firstly, I thought the boy was a girl. He was very young, but okay, whatever. But they all see, you all say that Jodie Whittaker isn't popular amongst boys. We see this boy. That doesn't make him popular. That's called being dishonest. She's still not popular. And that boy may have liked him, but Tom Baker, when I was a kid, he was able to go out in public in full costume. It's wonderful. Just absolutely want to go out in full costume, meet fans, and engage with them, interact with them. And he wouldn't have to have specially selected ones, presented for him, and not be, because it's not successful. It's not popular. But again, it doesn't matter that it's not successful. It doesn't matter that it's not popular. If you like it for its own sake, then that shouldn't matter. But I doubt you do like it for its own sake. And again, listen, I would love to be wrong. I would not even, I was going to say, I didn't want to get the money to video demonetized. I'm not bull-essing on it. If I'm wrong and you're a fan of here and you love it I apologize to you for any offense I caused, and I would like to apologize to you to your face. I really would. And if you're a fan of this era, just come on the video with me and tell. We'll geek out about Doctor Who, and you can tell us why we like it, and we can respectfully disagree, and we can laugh together. That's the good thing. But I don't think I haven't met any fans who can do that, because it's not about the show. It's never about the show. It's about the agenda that they say doesn't exist. Which, by the way, is their number one go-to move to deal with things they don't like. There were problems. I can't. There was and it wasn't. This was an old clip. This was from 2 days ago. I saw what was it? Owen Jones on who was a very famous left-wing commentator on Sky News, saying that cancel culture didn't exist. I mean, as we're in the midst of this cultural revolution of cancel culture, he'll say that's their go-to move, to say the thing that you don't like doesn't exist and you're a bigot because you see it. Because again, it's not about the show. It's never been about the show. Everything we said has always been right. All our worst assumptions. Again, I would love to be wrong. I would love to be proved wrong. I'd love to be showed wrong. Please, if you're out there and you can do it, please do that. But again, I don't think you exist. My name is Sheila Beckham, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.